Hello, welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Saturday, July 6th, 2024. We are still in the new moon phase. The new moon was yesterday. The 4th of July was the day before. So it's big holiday weekend in the United States. Lots of things going on. It's a couple days after the 4th and people are still setting off little fireworks, which, is good. People enjoy yourselves. Just please don't hurt yourself or set a fire. I'm an emergency room nurse and I'm happy to have this holiday off this year, but I've seen some crazy injuries from fireworks, so just be careful with them, people. So this week we are working with the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck, and it is by Marcella Kroll, and this is a brand new deck for me. I seen it a couple weeks ago on a reading. Someone was using it in a joint reading that they did where they pull a card and then they pull a couple tarot cards, and I was very drawn to the imagery on these cards, and so I researched what it was, found it, ordered it, and it came the day before I started readings for this channel. Wasn't sure what deck I was going to use, but I knew immediately when it arrived that this was the deck I was going to use, especially based on the timing, that this was the deck I was meant to use for this week's reading. So I haven't done any personal readings with this card deck yet, but I will. When I'm done with the readings for the channel this week, I will do some personal card readings for myself. So Marcella Kroll is new on my radar. I had not heard of her before, but she's a very interesting lady. She is a teacher, an artist, an intuitive. She has done divination and readings with tarot decks for years and developed her own language of symbolism along with it. So I'm learning about her and checking her out and very excited to investigate this deck and what I can learn from her, because I'm always happy when new teachers get put in front of me, because you never know everything. Never. Even people like her who are teachers, they're still in the process of learning and developing. I think she developed this deck a long time ago, and she even expressed in the guidebook that she, in the last 9 years, and let me see what year this was published, in 2022, but she says, over the last 9 years, so much has happened, and these cards have begun to reveal more of who they are. So she's in a learning process. I'm in a learning process. I believe if you're watching this reading, you too are in a learning process. And so we're here to check out what we can learn from this deck today. So as always, I look at 2 cards. I look at the energy card, which is the force that's directed towards us from the world. And the other card I look at is the focus card, which is the intention, effort, or response that we put back into that energy. So I also will mention on the back of the deck, and these cards are matte, but they got a weird shimmer to them. They're very deeply interesting, but I've classically been taught or learned that this is the eye of Ra. The right eye is the eye of Ra, the left eye is the eye of Horus, though sometimes you will see both eyes described as the eye of Horus, and then this being the eye of Ra, and the left eye being the eye of Thoth. But for this deck, she refers to this shape, obviously, but this direction as the eye of Horus. So anyway, beautiful, intense energy. You will recognize this from Egyptian symbolism, this very strongly. And if you want to go deep dive into all the shapes and lengths and meanings of this symbol, it's a deep dive and you might find it very interesting. So check out Eye of Ra, Eye of Horus, Eye of Thoth, and see what you can find. Anyway, back to our reading for today. Let's look at our energy for today, Saturday, July 6th. And then let's look at our focus for today. I will mention that I believe that no matter when you watch this reading, there's a message meant to be in it for you, regardless of whether it's the correct date or not on this timestamp. Every now and then I'll catch a reading. It just shows up for me, and it's like from 2.5 years ago or something, and by someone I've never really heard from or watched their readings before. But I know that there was a message there for me, and I'm usually blown away by that. So time does not matter in this sense. When you find these readings, please know that there's a message there for you in it, regardless of the date on the timestamp. But let's look at our message for today. We have the Affluence card. This is the Sri Yantra. This came to us yesterday in our other position, in our focus position. But this is a beautiful symbol, very complicated, or it looks very complicated. Really, it's not a complicated. It's just a series of triangles I learned at one time how many triangles there are that make up this greater image, but I can't remember now, so I don't want to say the wrong number. But interesting that this was our focus yesterday, and now it's coming in hot and strong as our energy. So it is the affluence card, and I will say again about the symbol. It is the Sri Yantra, and this is a symbol of Hindu Tantra, which is based on the Hindu philosophy of Shaktism. So the message here, wealth in all forms is available to you now. You are rich on all accounts. Drawing this card invites you to feel the abundant flow of having all that you need on a material and spiritual plane. If you are inquiring about a situation or relationship, this certainly indicates that there is much to be experienced here. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You are being provided for and rewarded at this time. So this is wonderful energy this Saturday. So just let it come to you. Just enjoy this energy of affluence. Let me try to zoom in a little bit here and make that a little easier to see. Hopefully that didn't look weird. So beautiful, beautiful energy coming to us today. Enjoy this. We're also very much in the new moon phase, even though it was officially yesterday. So really, this is a good time to set intentions. It's a time to clean your space, declutter a little bit, go through some things and really, let go of things. In that way, you can make room for new things. This influence and wealth, whether it's physical wealth, whether it's spiritual wealth, it's all important. Allow room for that in your life. So let's look at our focus card today, see how we're going to work with this energy. And we have the meditate card. This is the number 40 card. And we have, it looks like some prayer beads here and a hand, in a meditation kind of position or pose. So let me read what she has here. As I said, I'm learning this deck right along with these card readings, so bear with me. So this symbol is that, and I might pronounce this wrong because I have a hard time with some of the Buddhist and Hindu symbolism or words with mantras. But this is the Gyan Mudra. And it says the Gyan Mudra is a powerful hand posture that has been practiced for thousands of years by yogis. It brings peace, calmness, and spiritual progress. It relates to the planet Jupiter and can bring many health benefits for the mind, body, and soul with consistent practice. So it's not a bad position to put your hands in when you're meditating, just this connection, just like that. I believe this is considered the Jupiter finger, the index finger, the pointer finger. So powerful energy can flow when your hands are in certain positions. And if you're interested in learning about mudras, you can find all sorts of things on the internet about that. But the message here for the meditate card is drawing this card asks you to create more stillness in your life. Utilize meditation, breathwork, and other gentle activities to relieve stress and bring more peace into your entire being. You may need a break from daily duties for clarity. Your current situation may be distracting you, so more quiet time and less attachment are required. Meditate on this symbol or practice this mudra to feel a universal connection within every cell in your body. So we have this overall energy of affluence coming at us, which is beautiful. And that can be wealth, spiritual, friendship, affluence. But the way we're going to work on bringing that into our life is to have some stillness, some quiet time, some meditation. Sometimes people hesitate or resist at the meditation word, but sometimes it's just sitting, not even in a crazy position, and just trying to clear your mind and think of nothing. And sometimes you can't stop your mind, but let the flow that comes through your mind and then try to be still again. And in working in these ways, I believe it will help us bring this affluence into our life. So I hope you found this reading helpful or connected with it in some way. Please please subscribe to my channel so I can help my channel grow, so I can help spread these messages to more people. And please share these readings with your friends and family, and tell them about it. I hope that I'm helping people at least open up to the idea that we can get messages from Spirit through Oracle cards, messages to help guide us or to help grow. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Again, my name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me.